Well, it was definitely a great win for us today. I thought we played pretty well on both sides of the field. That's such a stingy defense that Notre Dame has. We'd hoped that we could get to double figures and hold them to under. Not too many teams have got to double figures on them. So between some transition and being patient offensively, I thought we did a good job there. And defensively, I thought we were terrific. I thought Dom had another special day, making some one-on-one saves, especially in some of the man-down situations. I think they were man up about 8 times and didn't score in their man-up situation. So hats off to him and the man-down defense. I thought they did a really good job of playing defense and not giving them a lot of great shots in those situations. So good win for the Orange. Notre Dame's, I think, got a little beat up there during the game. I wish them the best. Again, they played pretty well themselves at the defensive end of the field, especially.
This is for all the guys, if that's okay. Just being a part of this historic moment for the program, 900 wins, to actually get to do that, be out there and do that for Coach Desko. What does that mean to you?
But I had no idea, right?
It's the 900 win program.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You didn't know?
I don't read those things. Sorry. I guess it's being from the area. I know he's from the area too, and Nate's family's from the area. I know it means a lot to all of us. Kind of be able to be part of it, especially in such a great win for a team. Coming back to the Dome after a couple of bad losses here, to be able to bounce back and get this 900th win, I think is pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really sink in until you actually say it in words. But I mean, it just makes all of us, like on our team, grateful for all the teams that played before us, just to put us in the position that we are to be able to, call ourselves a 900th win.
This is for Dom, Mr. Mellon. Obviously, I don't know how many games you've been in where you've had 8-man down opportunities, much less kill them all. But just if you could talk about what made that unit so effective tonight, obviously with some big saves, but just your thoughts on the man down unit.
All year we've kind of been, trying to work to, prevent those big waves that other teams have on us. And, we were kind of noticing throughout the game that a lot of the calls weren't in our favor. So we just kind of said, look, we got to bear down here. We're up a couple goals, especially late in the game where we were just on defense, seemed like forever. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna grind through it, and then we trust this guy to make a big save at the end of it.
Yeah, I agree with Mellon. I think one of the things that we also kind of had talked about is like just recognizing when penalty is coming up, and that we kind of didn't talk our way through some of the other ones in the past. And I think communication was a big key in killing all 8 of them today. There was a lot of positivity in the huddle before them, saying like, we got this, we can get this, we know what they're going to do. Just trust the system and kill to the end, and then we're good.
Coach Desko, 7th straight game against a ranked opponent. What have you learned from your team through these rolling stretch that you just went through?
Well, we've talked all year long with our schedule, especially that if it doesn't kill us, it's going to make us stronger. So we've just been trying to get better every week that we've played. We're using some younger guys out there, so I think their experience is starting to pay off, for the whole team. And we've drawn on some of the experiences that we've had. And again, we're just trying to get better, and it's not getting any easier coming up. So here we go. We've got just a day to prepare. We've got tomorrow off and a day to prepare for Hobart, which is not a lot of time. And we know that they're going to come into the Carrier Dome and pretty excited to play the Orange.
Nate, the offense did a great job today kind of complementing the defense. It seemed like kind of every time the defense had a big stop, you guys got a goal. How important is that for you guys when the defense gets a big stop to try and punch one in right away on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost everything, we don't get the ball unless they make a stop, or I got to give a lot of credit to our wings today. I thought Varela did a great job today, Martin and everyone who took face-offs, especially the wings. So, I mean, it's almost like we can't even get the ball without them making a stop.
Question for Dom. Now that you know it's the 900th win, growing up a diehard fan your entire life, what does it mean to have the performance that you did in the 900th win?
Looking back on it, it feels pretty special now. It's exciting, especially because they gave us such a hard-fought game. they didn't quit. They didn't go away for the whole game. So I think being able to stay resilient through the whole thing and kind of show what Syracuse lacrosse is all about, back in the dome, being able to get that here. For the fans that were out today, it was great. It was loud, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to just be able to be that kind of energetic team that goes out and makes big plays, and it was fun for fans to watch. So I think looking back on it now, it's very special.
John, I'd like your thoughts. 8-man down opportunities today, 8-man up opportunities. A lot of calls. I was watching silently, animated. I'm not quite sure what you're saying to the officials, but a couple of me looked that happy. It's a great thing that you killed all 8, but what were your thoughts about creating the 8 to start with? It's kind of an aberration, but that's obviously a lot.
Well, usually if you get in a tight game and the ball's going back and forth, the penalties can be more even. But we didn't have much choice. You got to be careful what I say. I didn't agree with all of them, but fortunately, our man down did a good job of staying tight, knowing who they were. Notre Dame does a really nice job of moving their people around and getting some skip passes, and I think our defense understood that and took away the skip passes today. But it's difficult to have that many opportunities, to give that many opportunities to the other team. So we'll watch the film and we'll try to eliminate some of those going forward.
Don, this is for you. It looked like all game you guys were forcing Notre Dame to take a lot of shots that they really didn't want to take. From your end, what were you seeing? I mean, they were going left and right throughout most of the fourth quarter.
I think that's everybody's goal is to give shooting guys, that gives kids that can take good shots, a hard time when they're taking dodges, whatever it may be. I think that's kind of the whole premise is to take away as much percentage of them scoring and give me as much of a percent of a chance to save the ball. And our guys did a great job, especially inside. There was at least 3 or 4 times where they were trying to cram it inside, and the guys, they came down on sticks and didn't allow them to even get a hand on it. And I think that was huge for the momentum swing, especially down the stretch, because we were just playing so much defense at one point that being able to get a big stop like that, and, good for them too, being able to get a good stop and get the ball up and out and have the offense score is huge for us as a unit, I think.
Coach Desko, you talked about the quick turnaround with Hobart, but a rivalry team coming in here to the Dome. What's that rivalry mean to you guys?
It means a lot. I was on the team when Hobart definitely had more ability, and they were beating us pretty good. So we've kind of worked through that, and now we've turned the tables somewhat. But I've watched them play the other night on television, and I thought that, especially at their offensive end of the field, they can be dangerous. And we play for the Krause-Simmons Trophy, and Coach Krause is not with us anymore, but Coach Simmons is, and he'll be here watching the game, so we want to make sure that we keep that trophy right back here. But it's a real short turnaround, and we've got to get a lot of information to these guys in a real hurry to be ready for them.
Coach, you guys are now 3-0 in the ACC, arguably the best conference in the country. How good does that feel at this point of the season?
It feels pretty good, because you look at all the scenarios that could happen, and even when we were 2-0, maybe everybody else could be 2-0 in the ACC, and you don't know how the formulas play out. And 2 of our ACC games were 1-goal wins, so that made things a little tighter. So to have 3. You're a little bit more comfortable about going into that ACC tournament, which is a good thing. Gives you another game and a chance to game or 2, and give you a chance to to win the ACC championships. But right now it's really all about Hobart, and I'm happy for the guys and as far as their ACC record is concerned. And again, we just want to build on that and keep getting better.
Yeah, Nate, you obviously knew coming in that Notre Dame's defense would be tough. What did you guys see, if anything, on film going into the game that you'd be able to take advantage of to try to get some easy goals?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they had a good defense. They pride themselves on their defense, but I think that we watched film all this week and just saw how they slid to certain players and when we dodged hard. So I think that the looks were there, and we dodged hard and made the best of it.
Coach, just past the halfway point of the season, I guess, tell me things that you liked with your team so far and things that, obviously they can improve on.
I think the effort has been good every day in practice, and we've got some leadership in spots, and we're trying to build some more leadership with the group. they work hard, and the coaches have worked really hard, with the offense and the defense. Watched a lot of film showing them their mistakes and things that they've done well in these games so they can learn from that. And we're trying to get them to play, with more composure during the game, which I think we've gotten better at that too. And we just want to, things we don't like are mistakes and turnovers. And we want to, as the year goes on, have less and less of those.
Notre Dame tends to be outside of the box.